In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about one of the most exciting parts of this whole process, and that's receiving your living trust binder in your hand. In that binder, a lot of other firms, they give you PDF copies. We give you the actual binder already ready to go with little stickies on where you need to sign. So we also have some instructions, but I just want to share with you for a few minutes about what to expect. So when you get that binder delivered to you or you pick it up here at our office, one of the things you're going to notice is there's two parts to it. So first, the hole punch part is going to have about 7 or 8 different tabs, and each tab represents a separate part of the estate plan. Now, I want to go over the document, but before I do that, I want to tell you there's a couple of parts. So for that entire binder, every section has to be notarized or witnessed. In some cases, notarized and witnessed. So the notary is done by a notary public, a licensed notary public, who we have one in our office. So if you're local, you can come here, or you can find one nearby, or you can go to an office nearby that you go to get your notary or bank, and they need to be willing to notarize about 10 to 12 different signatures per person. So the average notary here in California, their base price is $15. If they come to your home, they might charge you a traveling fee as well. Right off the bat, it's probably going to be about $150 for one person. So that's the price for the notary. There are 4 sections in the binder where witnesses need to be signed. These are individuals that are not immediate family members, probably shouldn't be relatives, that especially if they are named as beneficiaries in your trust, so that they are independent. It could be a neighbor, a best friend, it could be your tax preparer, it could be anybody, but 2 people. So they're going to have to sign, and they're going to have to add their address. So they witness that you, as a trustee, brought this to them, and they could attest in court if they have to that yes, Alvin brought me this trust. I signed it, and I witnessed that he brought it to me, and he was of sound mind when he brought this to me. So that's where the witnesses are signed. So you've got to notarize. Witnesses have to notarize, and there's going to be several sections. Outside of the 3-hole binder section is going to be the documents, the quitclaim documents, and the transfer change documents for your property. If you have multiple properties, you'll see multiple, and an envelope for each one. That also has to be notarized as well. Now you can decide, there's instructions on it. You can either mail it into a title company and pay them to transfer it to the county and record it for you and keep track of it. Or if you live near your county recorder's office, you can save a little bit of money and hand deliver it to the county recorder's office. And that's going to be separate on the inside left-hand panel of your binder. But everything in the 3-hole punch, that's there for your trust. Make sure you get everything signed. We'll put little stickies on every section. So let's go over that real quickly. So just so you can see, have an idea what it's going to look like in advance. So right here, you're going to see that this is your estate plan. On page 2, you're going to see a summary of your designated persons, your successor trustees, your children, and your fiduciaries. So you'll see them here, who they are in a nutshell. You'll see who they are. Right here on the next 4th page, you'll see the summary of your estate plan. So now we break down the summary. A lot of other plans don't do this. We do this so you can, quickly in the beginning, you can have an idea what the entire estate plan looks. We also include that little language on your wishes at the bottom of this section, so you can see right away what your wishes are. You don't have to skip through 26, 28 pages and try to find it. Your wishes are going to be, a summary of your wishes are going to be here as well. And then we get into the actual trust, which is about 26, 27 pages. First 2 pages are the most important. You identify your family, the trust name, and the general powers. And then the last page where you put your wishes is going to be the will. Everything in between is a lot of legal language. As you can tell, it was well prepared by legal professionals that made this. And then now we get into this part. So here's where you have to sign. You and your spouse will need to sign. And wherever there's a little hand, that's where you as trustees will need to sign. And then you'll see places where your notary needs to sign. So he or she will know where to sign. And then just keep on scrolling down. We'll put stickies where everybody needs to sign. And in some places, you're going to see where a witness needs to sign and put his or her signatures. So we'll just keep on scrolling. And you'll see a bunch of places where people need to sign. I'm not going to go over all of the chapters of the estate plan, but this one's 115 pages long. So we try to make it as easy right here. Oh, here's a perfect example. At the end of the last will and testament for each of you, you'll have a witness 1 and a witness 2. So that's where that needs to be signed. And you just go through it carefully and make sure everything's signed. There's some places that need to be dated, so you want to put the date there. That's the date that it was notarized. So they just want to go through everything carefully and make sure it's complete and follow the instructions, and you're done. And again, we encourage you to make a backup. You can upload it to your portal or scan the PDF and share it with your loved ones. So definitely there are ways to make this a little better and easier so that everything goes smooth, and we try to do our best. But you definitely want to make sure you get the binder, read it, don't skip it. We've heard of clients from attorneys' offices where they get that binder and they have no idea what to do. We want to show you what to do, and hopefully you get your property in the trust right away, and so forth. Alrighty, hopefully that helps. Take care. Bye-bye.